Isabella endures brutal assault in silence, hiding broken body to survive. When she finally collapses, dangerous Mafia CEO Hyun J catches her and unleashes hell on her abuser. Isabella, 28, senior analyst at Nexus Global, walks through lobby hiding limp. 4 days since Marcus Chen, logistics director, beat her in parking lot after she rejected him. Broken ribs wrapped, bruises concealed with makeup, swallowing pain with pride. She's brilliant but invisible by design. Survival tactic and company run by Hyun-jae's Korean syndicate. Cut to Hyun-jae, 38, in penthouse office, the sole shadow who controls East Coast operations. Reviewing reports when Isabella's quarterly analysis crosses his desk. Third time she's saved company millions. He's been watching her 6 months, intrigued by a woman who sees patterns others miss. His second-in-command, Dante, mentions board meeting in 1 hour. Board meeting? 15 executives? Isabella presents flawlessly despite ribs screaming. Hyun-jae watches. From head of table, first time seeing her up close. Notices trembling hands, makeup line on her neck hiding something. She finishes, sits, then her body betrays her. Vision blurs, room spins. She stands to excuse herself but collapses. Hyun-jae moves like lightning, catches her before she hits marble floor. The moment their eyes meet, hers full of pain and shame, his blazing with something primal. Everything changes. Her blazer falls open. He sees the bruises. Purple and black covering her arms, neck. His jaw clenches. Call Dr. Min, now. His voice is death. And to find out who did this. Isabella whispers, please, I'm fine. But she's not. She's broken. And Hyun-jae just became her most dangerous protector. Hyun-jae carries Isabella to his private med suite, 52nd floor. She fights weakly. Put me down. I can walk. I'll lose my job. Your job? His accent thickens when angry. You can barely breathe. Dr. Min arrives, examines her. 3 broken ribs, internal bruising, defensive wounds on hands. This was deliberate. Prolonged assault. Isabella's shame burns. I fell, parking garage, clumsy. Hyun-jae crouches to her eye level. Lies don't work on me, Isabella. I've heard them all. First time he's used her name. Who did this? She turns away. Telling means weakness, means becoming that girl who needed saving, means Marcus wins by making her visible. If you don't tell me, Hyun-jae says softly, which is somehow more terrifying than yelling, I will review every security camera for the past week. I will interview every employee. I will tear this building apart until I find the truth. Or, he pauses, you can trust me. Trust. The word feels foreign. Hyun-jae's decree. Isabella stays in guest suite on a 52nd floor until healed. Not negotiable. I have an apartment, bills, a life, which you'll return to when you're safe. He's already on phone arranging everything. Her rent paid for 3 months, belongings retrieved, work reassigned. You can't just... I can. I am. He meets her eyes. 4 days you've been walking around broken. 4 days no one noticed. 4 days you suffered alone. Something raw flashes across his face. That ends now. She's trapped. Not by force, but by her body's betrayal. She can't even stand without help. That night she wakes screaming from nightmare. Marcus's fists concrete her own blood. Hyun-jae appears in doorway within seconds, weapon drawn, ready to kill whatever threatened her. Seeing her tears, he holsters the gun, sits on edge of bed. Tell me. And maybe it's the darkness. Maybe it's the pain medication. Maybe it's because he's the first person in 4 days who looked at her and actually saw her. But Isabella breaks. Marcus Chen, logistics director. He wouldn't accept no. So I filed complaint. HR did nothing. He cornered me in a parking garage Wednesday night and... Her voice cracks. He said if I told anyone, he'd finish the job. Hyun-jae's silence is atomic. Morning. Isabella wakes to voices, Hyun-jae speaking Korean on phone, tone glacial. She catches words, Warehouse, persuasion, Marcus Chen. She limps to living room. What are you doing? He ends call. Justice. That's not justice. That's revenge. In my world, they're the same thing. He pours her coffee, knows exactly how she takes it, another sign he's been watching. Marcus Chen is currently indisposed. His uncle, the board member protecting him, has resigned. The HR director who ignored your complaint is terminated. Your safety is no longer theoretical. Isabella should be horrified. Instead, she feels vindicated. You did all that overnight? I did that in 3 hours. He sits across from her. I need you to understand something, Isabella. 6 months ago, you identified the Choi embezzlement scheme. You had no reason to report it. Wasn't your department? Could have blown back on you. But you did it anyway because it was right. He leans forward. You have integrity, most people have only pretend to have. You're brilliant in a building full of mediocrity. And you've been invisible because that's how you survive. His eyes burn into hers. But I've seen you. For 6 months, I've seen you. And now that I know someone dared to hurt you, his jaw tightens. There's no force on earth that could stop me from protecting you. Isabella's breath catches. Why? Because invisible women who do extraordinary things deserve to be seen and kept safe. 3 days pass. Isabella heals in luxury she's never known. But it's not the penthouse that changes her. It's Hyun-jae. He works from home, claims it's strategy meetings, but she notices. Morning coffee appears before she wakes. Lunch is whatever she mentioned craving. Evenings he cooks, actual cooking, not ordering in. You cook? She watches him julienne vegetables with surgical precision. My grandmother's recipe, kimchi jjigae, heals everything. He glances at her. She raised me in Seoul after my parents died. Taught me. That power without care is just cruelty. First real piece of himself he's offered. My grandmother raised me too, Isabella says softly. In Atlanta, after my mom abandoned us. She taught me that surviving alone is strength. She was wrong. Hyun-jae sets down the knife. Surviving alone is just surviving. Living, truly living, requires letting someone in. Their eyes hold. Something shifts. That night, watching city lights, Isabella asks the question burning inside her. Why me? You could protect anyone. Why does it matter that it's me? Hyun-jae's quiet for so long, she thinks he won't answer. Then, because in 6 months of watching you navigate a building full of predators, you never once compromised who you were. You were kind when you could have been cruel, honest when you could have been political, brilliant when you could have been safe. He turns to her. You reminded me who I was before I became the monster everyone fears. You're not a monster. To everyone else I am, but when you look at me, his voice drops. You see something else, and I've been starving for that look my entire life. Isabella's heart pounds. This dangerous man just handed her his soul. Drop a comment. Have you ever seen someone's true heart beneath their armor? Hit subscribe because what happens next will wreck you. The call comes during breakfast. Dante's voice through speaker. Boss, Marcus Chen escaped custody, bribed a guard, he's in the wind. Isabella's blood turns to ice. Hyun-jae's expression goes arctic. Find him, now. There's more. Dante hesitates. He left a message, says he's coming for Isabella. Says she belongs to him. The bowl slips from Isabella's hands, shatters, like her newfound safety. He can't, you said, her breath won't come. Panic attack building. Hyun-jae is immediately there, hands on her shoulders. Breathe. Isabella, breathe, he won't touch you. You don't know that. She shoves him away, terror turning to rage. You promised I was safe. You promised you had control, but you don't. Nobody does, and now he's out there and he's going to... Stop! Hyun-jae's voice cuts like steel. I will find him. I will end this. How? By killing him? Isabella's crying now. Then what? You go to prison? I lose you too? Everyone who tries to protect me gets destroyed. The truth slips out. I lose you too. Hyun-jae stares at her. You think you'd lose me? I lose everyone. Years of abandonment exploding. My mother left. My grandmother died. Every person I've ever trusted disappears, and you're not even mine to lose. You're just some mafia king playing hero with the broken girl who... He kisses her. Not gentle, desperate. Like he's trying to pour his certainty into her shattered faith. When he pulls back, you are mine, I am yours, and Marcus Chen is a dead man walking. His phone rings. He ignores it, holding her face. I need you to trust me one more time. But the fear's already won. She steps back. I can't. Isabella locks herself in the guest room. Hyun-jae doesn't force entry, just sits outside the door. I know you're scared, he says to the wood between them. I know trusting feels like standing on a ledge, but Isabella, I'm not them. I'm not your mother who left. I'm not your grandmother who died. And I'm sure as hell not Marcus. Silence. When I was 12, my parents were killed by a rival syndicate. I survived by hiding in a closet, listening to them die. For years, I believed showing emotion meant death. So I became stone, became the monster, built walls so high nobody could reach me. His voice cracks. Then you collapsed in that meeting, and every wall I spent 26 years building crumbled in 1 second. Because I realized I've been waiting for you, someone brave enough to fall and trust I'd catch you. Inside, Isabella slides down the door, listening, tears streaming. Marcus is already found. Dante has him. I can end this in 1 hour, but I won't move until you open this door. Because you're right, this only works if you choose it. Choose me. Choose us. What if I choose wrong? Her voice barely audible through the door. There is no wrong, only truth. And the truth is, I love you, Isabella. Completely, irrationally. In a way that terrifies me. So you decide, do we face Marcus together or do you walk away and I respect it? Minutes tick by. Eternity compressed. The lock clicks, door opens. Isabella stands there, eyes red, vulnerable, beautiful. Together. But if you die protecting me, I'll never forgive you. Hyun-jae's smile is everything. Deal. He extends his hand. She takes it. Warehouse District. Midnight. Marcus Chen kneels, bloodied, surrounded by Hyun-jae's men. But it's Isabella who walks in first. Marcus's eyes widen. Bella, baby, tell him this is a misunderstanding. Don't. Her voice is steel. Don't you dare speak to me. Hyun-jae appears behind her, hand on her waist, protective, possessive, present. You're going to prison, Marcus. Real prison. Federal charges. My lawyers made sure of it. Isabella steps closer. But before they take you, I need you to understand something. You beat me because you thought I was powerless, alone, easy prey. She glances back at Hyun-jae, whose eyes burn with pride. But I was never powerless. I was just waiting for the right person to remind me what I'm worth. She leans down to Marcus's level. You tried to break me. Instead, you gave me a reason to stop hiding, so thank you for being so terrible that you pushed me straight into the arms of a man who actually deserves me. FBI agents enter. Dante nods. Everything legal, documented, airtight. As they drag Marcus away, he screams threats. Empty. Pathetic. 3 months later, Isabella stands on the balcony of Hyun-jae's, their penthouse. Director of Strategic Innovation now. His equal in business, his partner in everything else. He wraps arms around her from behind. Regrets? She turns, loops arms around his neck. Only that I didn't collapse in that meeting sooner. He laughs, real, unguarded. You know what I realized? What? When you fell, I didn't catch you because you were falling. I caught you because I'd been waiting my whole life for someone worth catching. Isabella kisses him, pouring 3 months of healing, trust, and love into it. Then I guess we both stopped falling, she whispers against his lips, and started flying. Comment caught if this story grabbed your heart. Subscribe because love born from broken moments hits different. Where are you watching from? Let us know.